Whoa, what has happened, everybody? Something happened there. We tried to end this song, and all of a sudden it seemed like we lost connection or something. Please let me know. Everything all right? Can we see? Can we hear? Everything sounds good? Make sure our mic settings are all right and everything. Good to see everyone tonight. How's everyone doing tonight? Please let us know in the chat. I do see we got us a few already with us, which is great. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, guys. You know how YouTube likes that thumbs up. They really do. What you do is you hit the thumbs up, you comment on a video if you like it, you know what I mean? That's how that algorithm, and that's how it all gets rolling. And some of you all in here are YouTubers, are content creators just like myself, and you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. But who has joined us tonight? I think everything's okay so far. Joe Goes Outside has joined us. Good to see you there, Joe. Clay Johnson, right here from East Kentucky. Good to see you, Clay. There's Mount Keppert Outdoors. Brother Dust Blackfeather's with us. Good to see you. Backcountry Tripper, hello there. How you doing? New subscriber, I do believe. Good to see you. There's Mr. Jefferson Einstein. Said, hello, Heath. And how's it going, guys? All right. Good to see you. Loud and Stout, Clay Johnson said, well, that sounds good, 5x5. Good deal. There's my beautiful wife, Miss Mandy. She's in there with our nephew there, and in there watching some television and things. There's Curtis Cornett. How you doing there, Curtis? Good to see you. Sounds and looks good. All right. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. Night in the house. Awesome deal. Awesome deal. So, it has been just a little while since Dynamite has been live right here on YouTube, and we've been venturing out. We've done some live streams over there on Facebook. We've done one right there within the Facebook group that some of y'all are a part of right here. And, you know, we went live over there. Things were pretty smooth for the most part. And we just done a celebratory live stream because we hit over 2,000 members over there on Frontier Survival Friends. So if you'd like to become a member over there and you got Facebook, just search that out. And, you know, it doesn't take much criteria to become a member over there. And if you're a creator, content creator, you know, post your still pictures or videos or reels or whatever it might be over there on the Facebook group. Scout Inquirer, good to see you. Greetings from New York. All right. Hi, everyone. First time here, the new subscriber. Well, see, that's what's awesome right there. I don't think I knew that you were a new subscriber, guys. What we got going on here in this live stream is a subscriber-only live stream. You have to be subscribed for 5 minutes or longer. So Scout must just become a new subscriber, which is awesome. To be able to gain a subscriber while you're live streaming, I'm not sure if I've done it before. If I have, it's probably happened, but I've never had nobody in the chat just tell me, so that's awesome. Good deal. But since we haven't live streamed so much here on YouTube, there is some things going on with YouTube as far as this part of the Frontier Survival brand, the channel right here on YouTube. We have gained a few followers, subscribers, if you say. You know, we've passed the 1,400 mark, which is awesome. It's great. I appreciate all the support. I appreciate anybody that follows me and subscribes to me. And there's a few of you that's in the chat that, you know, behind the scenes we talk a lot in Messenger and stuff like that. And you all know who you are. So, you know, you know that a lot of you already knew this, but it's good to be able to speak about some milestones when it does happen. And another milestone, which is towards another part of social media, which is IG, Instagram. We have hit 800 followers over there, which is cool. And so back there's a few updates to, you know, spit out there, let you all know how things are going with the Frontier Survival brand. Now, Facebook, things are still running smooth over there as well. So there you have it, you know. And then, you know, we kind of do the Twitter thing just a little bit, and we dabble around with TikTok. But over there, we just kind of like to have fun. The same as we do right here when we do these live streams, whatever platform it might be on. When we do live streams, we like for it to be fun, but informative. And, you know, people have questions. They can spit them out in the chat. I'm not going to say I'm going to have the answer all the time. I'm not an expert. I'm somewhat of a jack of all trades, but not an expert. But that being said, there is someone, I'm sure, in the chat that would be able to answer the question. We can bring them up on panel if they'd like, and they can answer the question that way, or they can just answer the question right there in the chat by typing it out, right? And if someone has the answer, they can do that as well. MT Woods Runner, what's going on? How you doing? Appreciate you being here. Dutch Mount Keppert Outdoors there, saying hello to my beautiful wife Mandy. Good deal. I'm sure Dutch's family is all good and well right there in Virginia. And as a crow flies, Dutch and I aren't too far away. So one day, I'm sure we will meet up, as I'd like to meet up with a lot of other people that's in the chat, And it's cool to maybe if, a lot of times different niches in the YouTube land, they'll form gatherings or sometimes they call them rendezvous, where they'll have a central location and everybody will get together in the outdoor community or whatever niche it might be, I do know of a couple that's in the outdoor community, like up there in Pennsylvania. They have the little rendezvous. I know not Geo Bushcraft, he's Geo Outdoors now, and if he ever watches that, he'll see that I messed up right there. But Greg O'Day of Geo Outdoors and Freezer Bound Outdoors, which is another great channel, they kind of work together with Boxy Outdoors, I think, and they have that rendezvous up in the area there in Pennsylvania. And there's a lot of people that have gone. I think they've had it the last 2 years in a row, and so that's great. Also, there's going to be a gathering soon here, a channel, Central Kentucky Bushcraft, another channel. Not sure if they might be watching tonight, but if they are, hello to you. But they'll be having a gathering soon. You'll be seeing some things. If you're subscribed to Central Kentucky Bushcraft right here on YouTube, he'll be able to update you on that. If you're in the Kentucky area, some type of gathering, camp out, a weekend kind of thing. And all those are pretty good, especially you see them things roll out in the spring, and and then you'll have a few in the fall as well. But that brings me to another thing is you have some people out there that have kind of been in the bushcraft community for a while, outdoor community, saying they want to get out of it, talking about bushcraft, talking about certain channels. The thing is I never did claim to be a bushcraft channel myself. That's why it's called Frontier Survival, right? We do like to get out in the woods. We like to practice that. Bushcraft, whatever it is you want to call it. Fieldcraft. It's not Minecraft, but that being said, it's some kind of craft, and it's crafting things out in the woods, having good kits and things like that. And it is cool to try to build kits, whether it be a fire kit or just your whole kit that you might take with you, minimal or whatever. So, it's all cool. It's all good. And it's just, if you like gear, then it's all right to have gear. And whether you might not use this much gear all the time, or you might not use that gear all the time, there'll be times where each piece of gear that you have will get utilized some way or somehow. I'm sure everybody in the chat would agree with that. But my channel is not just about camping, whether it be wild camping or just a tent at a local park. It's not just about homesteading. It's not just about survival, wilderness, urban, whatever it might be. It's not just about bushcraft. Sometimes we have crazy wild antics here. So sometimes we try to entertain you with a little comedy. So sometimes it's about comedy, especially during this live stream, especially during that. So let's catch up with the chat just a little bit here. I probably need to quit rambling on. Anybody got any questions in the chat, what we've talked about so far? We give you a few updates on, the analytics and the numbers. And, we like to do that just a little bit. But, views have, especially with the way my schedule is and the way I can actually get content out there, I'm not all that consistent when it comes to content. I mean, for the most part, the most consistent is having this live stream once a week for the longest time. And, we've kind of bounced around with the live streams on different platforms here of late. If you've just joined us, this is a return live stream with the live on Dynamite. But the thing is, we're trying to get where we can get more long-form content in an edited type video. We still have we're going to have some adventures in the woods this spring with Eastern Woodland Adventure Series. You know, that's already started. We got one video up on that. Check that playlist out. Just one video, but more comes to come soon. We're going to show an area that's close right here in the holler I live. It's not property that I own, but it's property that I have permission to be on, guys. And it's not very far away. Not far at all, just a hike to a old graveyard. We're going to show some stuff like that. So that's something to look forward to. Just a little spoiler there, just a little tidbit. But you'll be able to see that soon as we roll on, as the seasons change and things like that. We got gear reviews coming your way. And, you know, enough with the updates. You know, I can rattle on and on about stuff that I have in my brain on ideas and things. I got people like Clay Johnson, who's in the chat right now, I think. He messages me a lot with some great ideas, and he has a lot of great ideas, and he knows what it's all about. I believe that. And as a crow flies, you know, I talked about how Dutch and I aren't that far away, but as a crow flies, me and Clay are about, you know, just a hike away, just a short hike. Mount Keppert Outdoors said, U.S. Southern boys, just do what we have done since birth. The outdoors run through veins, Southern proud. I can agree with that, Dutch, but I also can say that I'm sure that, you know, the people up north, Midwest, you know, it just kind of depends on your area too. But, you know, there's a lot of people that, you know, there's a lot of rural areas even there. So as far as being in a rural area, and I'm sure they know some skills, you know, it is good. But, you know, I am partial to the South too, Dutch, so I can't agree with you. And the thing is some people, I don't know, don't really categorize Kentucky as the South. I think by now it pretty much is. Arkansas is considered the South, and I think at one time, I'm not sure if they was actually considered the South, but I think they are now. But the thing is Kentucky is kind of in that mid area, but probably enough south because, you know, if you're going to consider Virginia and Tennessee South, then you might as well consider Kentucky South. I don't know. I read an article one time that people considered Rhode Island part of the South. So there you have it. But, you know, there's some updates there. Yeah, there you go, Clay. Rock throwing distance. And, you know, we don't want to get to where we can throw rocks at each other. We don't want to do that. But, you know, you can always skip a rock across the stream. I remember doing that as a young man. What did y'all think about the song intro? Old Copperhead Road. That was an old song I used to listen to back in the day. Yeah, Joe, I agree with you. Kentucky is considered the South. I mean, because, you know, if you eat fried taters and soup beans and cornbread, then, you know, you're pretty much Southern. That might be something that people eat up north, too. Who knows? Speaking of Arkansas, we just talked a little bit about that. Art Wildman Survival's just joined us. Good to see you, Art. How you doing? Appreciate you jumping in here. And Scout Inquirer said they're from the suburbs of New York. Yeah, you love to camp, the outdoors. You're 20 years. Okay. You're a 20-year-old plus Girl Scout leader and archery instructor. That's awesome. Good deal. Good deal. Yeah, I mean, yeah, New York, Pennsylvania, and, you know, Canadians, you know, we might have some Canadians here with us today. That, you know, a lot of those guys love to camp too. So, yeah, you know, camping, being outdoors, foraging for wild edibles, things like that. They're all traits that can be brought down through the generations, and that's just it. I mean, like you know, Dutch there he named his channel Mount Keppert Outdoors, but we all know, you know, anybody in the bushcraft community or whatever knows of Horace Kephart. You know, one of the kind of the founding fathers of what we call wild camping, bushcraft today. You know, was able to tell you what the best bushcraft knife is, or at least in his opinion. Things like that, you know. And then you got modern day people. You can say Dave Canterbury maybe. some people would disagree with that. You know, different people out there that seem to have a lot of knowledge when it comes to being a woodsman. Hooga Homestead, that's awesome. Good to see you there, Hooga. Appreciate you jumping in here. Appreciate you saying hello. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, Hooga. We appreciate you. How's Ark Wildman Survival doing tonight? I've been really enjoying Ark Wildman's community posts right here on YouTube. A lot of Bible verses and things like that. I've been seeing some videos where he's been doing, I guess, some karaoke, singing some Johnny Cash tunes and things like that, I believe. And I will have to admit, you know, sometimes it is hard to catch up with a lot of the channels that I am subscribed to, that I like to watch. And so I have been catching up with some stuff Ark Wildman has been putting out there. But there's a lot of people I like to try to catch up with. You know, what I try to do most of the time is pick a day. A lot of times Sunday is that day, at least Sunday morning, and pick, you know, one channel that I've subscribed to. And if I haven't been able to catch up on their stuff, you know, then I try to get that done. Leave a comment, you know, whatever it might be. Say howdy. Yeah, he does some good cash. There you go. And see, that's what I've been doing. Like we talked about TikTok, we just like to do a little comedy, try to make people smile, make people laugh over there. So we just pick a song and do a little lip sync type intro over there on TikTok. So if you haven't checked any of that out, you know, you can find that TikTok link in my About page and whatever, and it'll take you right over there. Give me a follow, though, if you head over there. Don't just look at it. You know, give me a follow. You got to do that. Come on now. But, yeah, you know, actually, as this evening started getting closer to the time we were going to go live, we didn't know. We thought we kind of felt a little draggy. Wouldn't know how well we would be able to entertain you, you know. But tonight, so far as we're going along, it seems to be getting a lot better, so that's great. We seem to be, just a few weeks ago, we had somewhat of a sinus infection, head cold or something, and we're still, you know, somewhat getting over that, so hopefully we don't sound too nasally or anything. And, you know, our voice for the last few days has been in and out kind of, so that's coming back. Hopefully we're all right. And what we're also going to try to do, guys, and I'm not sure if you all noticed this, but now most people's channels, if you have a channel, you can go to your channel and you can pick any video that you might have on your channel, whether it be in a live stream or an edited video, whatever it might be, and you can clip out a 60-second short and make different shorts from your already videos that you have on your channel. Did you know that? So what we're trying to do is make these live streams somewhat segments to where we're talking about different things, right? Well, we can, you know, find good clips from this live stream and do little shorts. Because I tell you what, shorts seems to be almost what YouTube is wanting to push now. And, you know, that's why in the last 28 days, we've probably gotten the most views we've ever had in a 28-day period, which is over 20,000. And I know some of y'all have gotten that in one video. So, you know, I'm not bragging by no means, but it's great. I feel awesome that I was able to gain that and have some growth within the channel. Gain a few followers, subscribers, you know, the same way, you know, and it's great. I do. I can't really iterate how much I appreciate all the support. And when I get a new follower or someone comments, I always try to comment back. You know, if they're just saying howdy or something, maybe I'll just do a little wave emoji or something like that, but I still leave a comment, you know what I mean? And I know one day, maybe, as we grow, maybe there'll be so many comments rolling in that I wouldn't be able to do that. It would be hard. I don't know. I might have to hire someone to do it, but who knows what's going to happen. What I know is how much I enjoy doing this for 11 or 12 people right here tonight. Hopefully you're all enjoying yourself somewhat. Maybe you have plans later on. You know, sometimes we go an hour and a half. Who knows how long we'll go tonight. But what I'm saying is, that's just it. We just enjoy doing it. It might sound hokey or whatever, by saying that and saying that all the time, but that's just how I feel. This is kind of an avenue for me to kind of be somewhat of a broadcaster like I always wanted to be. And there you have it, you know. So as we gain, as we grow right here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, wherever it may be, with the Frontier Survival brand, you know, that's what really does it for me, you know. So there you have it. Well, I tell you what, we will share something. I mean, because, I mean, you know, we just talked about the growth. So, you know, some of y'all might want to see a little insight. So let's see here what we can do. Just a little quick thing here. But, you know, it's great for me to be able to share this with people. I am so excited. And, you know, it's not that... What I'm saying is it's not, you know, I know some people will get way more views than this in a different period, but it's great growth for me and this channel. But, you know, 21,957 views. Yeah, I'm not bragging because there's nothing to brag about, but it's still a great milestone for me, a great, you know, surge of energy. You know, kind of gives me that motivation to keep on trying to keep that number up there. But there you have it. Just trying to show a little transparency, a little insight there. So everyone is doing all right tonight. That's great to see. Oh, that's good to know. Thanks for letting me know that. I'll have to figure that out. Why? I can probably do that right here on the phone. Is that the way you tried to go through the phone? Let's see here. Scout is saying tried to follow on IG and the link in my about section is not working. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I can hear a little bit of hoarseness. I can see now that, you know, I do sound a little bit weird. Let's see, it's kind of odd that it's not working though. Let's see. But I do thank you for letting me know that. Instagram, boom. Oh, okay. I promise I can spell. Joe goes outside. It's probably because the A is missing in Instagram. That's probably what it is. I'll get that fixed as soon as I can. In the meantime, you can just go to Instagram and search it out at Frontier_Survival. I think it is. On the link. All right, we can get that fixed. Oh, maybe not at the moment, but we'll get that fixed as soon as we end this live stream. Cottonwood Ranch, Miss Raquel, how you doing? Saying hello. Yeah, we just been talking about how I forgot the A in my link on an Instagram link in my about page, and nobody can get to my Instagram page to follow me. That's why I'm not getting followers. Cottonwood Ranch, another great channel that's got good content out there, and she live streams quite often as well, and has great live streams. So check that channel out. If anybody in the chat is not subscribed to Cottonwood Ranch, Ark Wildman Survival, Mount Keppert Outdoors, Joe Goes Outside, Scout, I guess you have a channel? Are you a channel? Are you a YouTuber or are you a viewer? There's All Terrain Coffee and Camping. They have a channel as well. Check them out. Good to see you there. Appreciate you being here. Well, you're welcome there at Cottonwood Ranch. Good deal. All right. But, woo, I tell you what. Yeah, I feel a little energy going on now. We're gaining, doing things. We got a few more people jumping in. What does everybody think about the background that we got going on here? We got a few things we're going to show here in just a little while. But we got some pictures that we're going to try to hang also probably over in this area. Maybe cover up some of this camo, you know, just kind of break it up a little bit. But I kind of like the touch, the way we got our background set up. We got the library behind us, different things like that. Some pictures we got here that we want to hang. I don't know. This deal right here is kind of a scene there. Nice little area. Nice little place. Oh, but yeah. I know in our last live stream, which was on Facebook, right? We haven't been if you're just joining us, this is kind of a return live with Dynamite coming your way. We haven't been live here on a while on YouTube. But our last live stream, we showed some things off, right? I'm not sure how many people that, you know, saw that's here tonight that saw that on Facebook. I'm sure there's a few. ATCC, All Terrain Coffee and Camping, said the studio here is looking good. Started working on your room today. Okay. Clearing things out and working on background ideas. Yeah. Exactly right. If you've watched, anybody here has watched me in a live stream at all, you know that I've had different backgrounds over the last few years doing this live stream thing. So that's what you got to do, is kind of experiment. If you all saw what was in front of me beyond this camera, you would be scared. And we're going to be showing this soon. We got our gear and stuff over that way and things like that. We got it set up with a nice little like flat lay type deal where you can take like a still picture for IG or even use it and do a little reel, Instagram reel, or even Facebook reel. All right, Joe goes outside, said, just subbed to Cottonwood Ranch, All Terrain Coffee and Camping, Art Wildman. Who else has a channel here? I'm already subbed to some of the others. Yeah, that's what it's all about. And that's what I'm saying. All the subscribers that's in here probably chatting with us right now. If they're a channel, there's no doubt that I am subscribed to you all as well. Unless you're new, like Scout. And if they have a channel, I'll have to go and figure out where they're at and get going by subscribing to them. Okay, Scout is a moderator on a lot of channels. Good deal. You're just having too much fun being a subscriber and a moderator. We're having too much fun trying to entertain you as you watch us. So, you know, that's great. I'm glad that you have fun, you know, watching the people that you do watch. And we're glad you're here. We're glad you subscribed. And we hope that we keep you. We hope we keep throwing things your way, like, you know, and you just continue to love what you see. Woo! Y'all remember Ric Flair? Remember Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream? Yeah, that's when I get in my wrestling mode, guys. Some of y'all know that I am a great fan of professional wrestling. Mostly old school stuff I watched growing up. The thing is I do keep up with what's going on today in the professional wrestling world. But I don't really watch it, so to speak, like when it's live on TV. I just catch the clips on YouTube. That's what's great about YouTube. I mean, you know, if you're not a big fan of watching full-length shows, you can use YouTube and just watch clips. The Nature Boy. Styling and profiling. Woo! All right. Oh, you had some snow where you're at, huh? That's what Scout is saying there. Yeah, I've seen a lot of snow. Now, Kentucky didn't get a lot of snow so far this year. The thing is, with the Kentucky guys, though, I could get snow in April. I mean, it can happen. At least late March. And, you know, in 2012, right here in the county I live in, and we've talked about this before, but in 2012, there was a devastating tornado that ran through West Liberty, the county seat where I'm from. and destroyed everything, and went on into the outskirts. Now, West Liberty is not a very huge town at all. Um, we have a few fast food joints, two or three or four Dollar Generals, a couple of Family Dollars, a couple, like grocery stores, big time grocery stores. Some of y'all have probably heard of Save a Lot. Some of y'all might have heard of IGA. We got those two grocery stores. And quite a few convenience stores, gas stations, banks, things like that. But that's all the town is. I mean, we have our own telephone company, electric company, things like that, cooperatives, and, a couple good-sized buildings that were built back after the tornado. So even though there was a devastating tornado that went through and destroyed the town in 2012, it's built back now, bigger and better than ever. We do have a state prison right here where I live, which is cool. And that being said, I mean, like in 2023, everything is fine and dandy. I work right there at the local hardware store, True Value. It's called Frederick and Ray True Value. It's been in business for over 70 years, 76 years, so almost 80 years now. Business that long running is awesome as far as small business goes in a small town. Think about that. Things like that, though, I mean, that's what we always talk about is the small business. Might be a thing of the past soon. I don't know. It's hard to figure out why there are a few left, but there are a few left. But that's what I do. If you want a nut, if you want a bolt, I'm the guy that probably can find the right one for you. You know what I mean? You want a pound of 16 penny nails? I got you back. You want to, I can help you if you're having trouble maybe using a flint and steel. And there's a lot of guys in here that can do the same. Because that's kind of my favorite method of fire is flint and steel. I have one time gotten a fire, bow drill fire. Primitive fire making it does intrigue me. I do like to watch videos of that and especially when you get that ember, no matter how you get it, and you put it in that bird's nest or whatever, and you're just blowing that into flame. That's so dramatic to me. What do y'all think about that? Some people blow, some people just fan it this way, boom, and you got a big ball of flame in your hand. That always inspired me, no matter who it is doing it. And I'm sure a lot of you guys that's in here tonight would agree. I think I might have missed someone a while ago. I know I saw you, but I didn't get to say hello to you. I do not think, and that's Miss Natalie Blackfeather. She said hi, everyone, earlier, and I had a thought in my brain, so I figured I'd finish it up. But hello, Miss Natalie. How you doing? Glad you joined us. We are mostly of the male variety tonight, I think. Miss Natalie's here. Sometime Miss April joins us, but maybe she's not be able to join us tonight. But we do have a couple moderators here with us tonight, so we're rolling along. We got, I think, Brother Jefferson, Brother Dutch, and Miss Natalie. I think if Mandy's still with us, she's a moderator as well. So we're doing all right. Doing all right. We seeing some stuff here about wrestling. Okay, I think I found another wrestling fan, and Joe Goes Outside. Okay. That's right, Dutch. Yeah, we talk about wrestling. And Jefferson had a thought here. So there in New York, it has snowed on May 1st in this part the last 2 years. Wow, that's crazy. You're not sure if it will be the same this year. Well, I don't guess anybody would be. But you never know. Ark Wildman Survival says he likes old Hacksaw Jim Duggins, Jake the Snake, and the Undertaker. Yeah, there you go. Ho! Tough guy, old Hacksaw Jim Duggan. He was a pro football player before he got into wrestling, and there's a lot of like that. A lot of pro football players to have mentioned in the pro wrestling, even way back in the day. Some of y'all probably have heard of Dick the Bruiser. He was in the Midwest area, territories way back in the day. Way back before Hulk Hogan or anybody, Dick the Bruiser. he had his own promotion as well. But I think he played for like the Indianapolis Colts or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. But I could be. But I do know he played football. Ron Simmons, y'all remember Ron Simmons? He played for Florida State. Got into the wrestling biz. He kind of started out down there in WCW, and then ventured on into the WWE, and then became a part of the APA with Bradshaw and people like that. They're in the Attitude Era. Of course, some of y'all know the Attitude Era, which was when you had Degeneration X and Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock and people like that. Yeah, Scout's talking about Ric Flair. Randy Macho Man Savage, oh yeah. Jake the Snake, The Undertaker. Your pop and your brother used to watch wrestling back in the day, yeah. Joe was just typing something about Hacksaw. Yeah, he went to the WCW event one time. I've been to a WCW event. I've been to a WWEF, whatever you want to call it, event. Way back in the day, there was a promotion called Smoky Mountain Wrestling. It was around in the early 90s. Kind of started in the early 90s. Probably one of the last of the territories. And Smoky Mountain Wrestling was ran by Jim Cornette. Y'all remember him? He managed Midnight Express way back when in the NWA, WCW early days. Well, he was the promoter, and then he also was an on-air talent and acted like a manager, just like he was in WCW. Well, they came right here in parts of Kentucky, and we would go kind of on a tour and watch them in different places. And there were a lot of guys there, like, say, Cactus Jack, who was also, real name Mick Foley, who started going by his real name in the WWE. He's the one the Undertaker threw off the Hell in a Cell. You all remember that? The NWO days. Exactly right. Kevin Nash and Scott Hall. That's right, the Outsiders. They are the two original members of the NWO, and then Hulk Hogan joined them that one night at Bash at the Beach. And the whole thing about that, guys, is we'll get into this just a second. We might as well. Originally, Hogan was not going to turn heel. Heel being the term for when one turns bad or a bad guy. The term for the good guy is a babyface. All right? Those are pro wrestling terms. Well, for some reason Sting didn't turn heel, but Hogan decided he would do it. And they didn't know how it was going to go down because for the entire time of Hogan's career, he was the good guy, the real American hero, right? Say your prayers, take your vitamins. Brother! Well, there you have it. He turns heel. He's Hollywood. Hollywood Hogan now. Not Hulk Hogan. Not the real American. But Hollywood Hogan. And, then he started wearing the black and stuff like that. And the NWO and painting that on the belt and things like that. Growing the dark beard, but still had the blonde stash. But that was genius. That was. Because even after that, he had even more fans. Primitive Fire is your pet peeve? MT Wizard Runner? That's right. Who doesn't like holding a ball of fire? Talking about blowing a bird's nest into flame. Oh, look here. Scout says they have to travel 50 miles for true value. Y'all have everything and have the most sweetest people helping everyone. Well, yeah, something like that. Not too bad. But, where I work, it wasn't always a true value. Like I said, it's been in business for, over 70 years. It was always Frederick and May Lumber Company, and that's what it still is. It just operates under the True Value umbrella as far as selling, True Value merchandise. But, they're not the only place we get merchandise from. You got to have, people to fall back on, right? Just in case. No snowfall this year. We had a little bit at one point. We had some, I think, around Christmas or something like that, and then we had that big cold spell where it just after Christmas, just after New Year's or whatever, we had that big cold spell, negative whatever, and then the wind chill was crazy. And that's when we got busy over there at the hardware store. You talking about selling the water line and stuff like that, trying to get supply, their water supply repaired. And I know Ark Wildman, I seen some stuff that he is posting probably around that day or somewhere around that time there in Arkansas, because I think he has some plumbing to do. Iron Antler Adventures, what do you say there? Guys, I'm from Eastern Kentucky, so forgive me, but right here, here in Eastern Kentucky, that channel right there is Iron. Some people around here, some people talk different, but that's just my dialect. Iron Antler Adventures. That's a pretty cool name. I always thought so. Oh, yep. So it looks like Scout and Jefferson aren't very far away. Good deal. Hey, Scout, if you don't mind, leave me a comment. Not in the chat, but maybe when this video ends, or when you get a chance to watch something else I got out there, and leave me a comment so I can get back to your channel or whatever you got going on over there, and at least show some support back to you. I always like to do that. If you can do that for me, I do appreciate it. It is such a beautiful area, Scout says. Visit Delaware County a few times through the years. All right. Well, we want to show a few things here we got going on. We have received the Murray McMurray Hatchery catalog for 2023. If we want to get some more chicks going on, but we got that. Update on the chickens we got here already. The 11 leghorns and a couple of roosters we got. They're all going strong. Still decent egg production going on right now. So, that's all good. Chickens are all doing good at the moment. But yeah, this is cool. Nice color pictures. You see that? I like that. And one more thing we got going on here. Not just that catalog, but the Gurney Seed and Nursery Company. We got that thing going too. Look at them ears of corn. Wow, look at that. But, yeah. Oh, man, look at them beautiful tomatoes right there. More colored pictures. Oh, tomatoes. There's some peppers. It amazes me that some people just don't like tomatoes. And there's probably some here in the chat that don't like them. But where I come from, sometimes we'll slice a tomato. Have a slice of tomato on 2 pieces of bread with a little mayo or Miracle Whip, salad dressing, whatever you want to call it. A Mater sandwich. Yeah. Anybody do that? Anybody else do that? Yeah, we got some nice little chat going on. People talking to each other. Scout and Jefferson and Joe and Dutch, and good deal. Everybody saying hello to everybody. All right. Natalie says she can't wait to get the garden started this year. That sounds good. Yep. Just salt, pepper on a tomato. That's how you do it. I'm right there with you. All-terrain coffee and camping. I figured other people eat tomato sandwiches. Yeah, there you go. Mater sandwiches. Y'all remember Sling Blade? Billy Bob Thornton playing old Carl Childers? Ain't got no guy said it. He kind of talked like that a little bit. They asked Carl to come over there and check out that engine on that lawnmower because, they couldn't get it started. It's pulling and pulling and pulling and pulling and pulling. No turnover. Carl, he's kind of simple-minded anyway, but he just walks over there and he looks in the gas tank and he said, "Well, there ain't no gas in it. That's why it ain't starting." That's right, Clay. I figured you'd chime in on that one. Definitely can't beat a sandwich like that. Throw a little cheese on there. There you go. Cheese, mayo, or Miracle Whip, tomato, and salt and pepper. There ain't nothing wrong with a little cheese. I can agree with that. And Duke's mayo's good. I have had Duke's before. I'm not sure if Duke's is as much of a staple here in Kentucky as it is in Virginia, Dutch. I know, I think I've heard you say it was a pretty good staple there. But I have had Duke's myself, and I do like it. But I have to admit that I'm a fan of Hellman's. I really am. I mean, just because I've eaten Hellman's all my life, I reckon I could eat a Mater. Yeah, there you go. And okay, Dukes for you too, ATC. ATCC. Dukes is the best. Okay. All right. Hands down. Hands down. We won't get no debate. Not tonight. We can do that maybe some other night. Who knows? Has everybody enjoyed themselves tonight so far? Not sure how much more we can get into. We showed what we got going on with the catalogs and things. You know, we're feeling pretty good. Some of y'all might have seen, I think I've showed this a little bit, but what we got going on here that we got to review, a gear review. We've already got some content out there, some steel flat lays and things like that. We've done our best on that. We probably could have done better, but we'll always get better as we go along. But we might have showed this, but I know we have showed it in a video. The last video, the first Eastern Woodland Adventure video, where we just went out to the woods on a real nice day, and we brought this along with us, but we showed it a little bit. And it's the Sunbleza Bivy light right there. Check that out. Or Sunbleza. It's Sunbleza. I asked Dutch this a while back. It's Sunbleza. Sunbleza Bivy light right there. There you have it. That's a nice little case that come in with a little lanyard. Nice zipper. But inside, guys, is the Bivy light right there. Guys, this thing is magnetic. So not only can you use this camping or something, but that's magnetic. You can just put that right to the the hood of your car and have you a nice light working at night or something. But let's see what it looks like here. We don't know. I'll let you look. Clumsy me. But there it is, shining just a little bit. Whoa, that's bright. Bright. Red. Red. Green. Bright green. Probably ought to turn the light off and show that, but there it is. The Sunbleza Bivy light. Everything else just fell out, but it's magnetic. Also, guys, not to give everything away, but one more thing we'll give away, and that is on this light, on the spoiler alert, is that is also a charging station. Imagine that. Oh, check out that green ambient lighting in my face. That's awesome. Not, but it comes with its own charging cord to charge the actual light itself, right? So it's rechargeable. It also acts as a charger to charge other items. So it's all awesome. It also comes with a nice remote control. Look at that. Now, this is not going to be the official gear review, but we wanted to show it off to all that came in tonight, that's with us tonight. Give everybody their first peek. We also got a second light. Give me a second here. We're going to do one thing here. I'm going to cut the lights just a second so we can do these lights a little justice. All right, now I'm going to be here with you right now. I'm right here. We're right in the dark. This is cool. We're going to show what this light does. So there you have it. That's just very dim, right? We get a little brighter. Pretty bright. And just imagine that thing magnetized to something. And it would just be stationary, right? And have you some good light. Even brighter. There's the red. Red. There's the strobe. Can you tell that? Then you got blue, and then it just goes off. Once you get to blue, after a few seconds, boom, it's off. So there you have it. Showing that light off a little bit as we go along, and then soon we'll have a great edited video to do on this video just as well. We're going to get the lights again real quick. Okay. Click. But yeah, the Sunbleza Bivy light. All good stuff. All good stuff. Hey, there's Nate Huffnagel. What you say there? How you doing? Also known as Bush Camp Crafter. I'm sure, I don't think Nate cared. I'm sure everybody knows that, but good to see you, Nate. How you doing? Appreciate you jumping in. We've been live for almost an hour. I'm not sure if anybody has any questions. If you want to continue to talk about pro wrestling, we can even do that. But if you got questions, give us. You can hop in the chat there, throw it in there. We'll try to answer it if we can. In the meantime, what we're going to do is post the link. We're going to see if anybody might want to come up on panel and maybe discuss, if they have a channel, discuss something they got coming up. You know, if you want to. If you don't, that's fine too. But it's been a great stream tonight. Question: what plans do I have, backcountry tripper, for some adventures? Well, you might have joined us a little late. We did speak of what we got coming up in our new playlist, Eastern Woodland Adventures playlist series. One of those is showing some more areas that we've never shown before on the property we have, as far as being in the backcountry and the woods, our woodland property, and show you some things that we found that we've thought were amazing. Big old rocks, natural shelter type stuff. We're going to show that. We have one video already, so where we kind of done an update in the woods, where we showed a little bit more of some blaze of light. You know, we showed something where someone took, looks like they had a park bench right there, but what they did was, somebody years ago brought in a piece of some type of patio furniture type or porch furniture up in the woods so they could have a nice place to sit. And we came across that. We showed that in that video. We thought it was kind of hokey, kind of funny, you know. We said it's a park bench, you know, right here in the woods, but you know, that's really how it got there. You know, someone years ago brought it up there. That's not really adventurous, but we thought it was kind of cool. But to get back to that backcountry, earlier in the stream I mentioned how just adjacent property from mine, my neighbor gave me permission to go shoot some video footage where we'll be visiting an old graveyard that's right here up the holler in our woodland areas, you know, in the woods. Pretty much. I mean, the graveyard's kind of fenced in, but it's straight up on a ridge. So, yeah, it's in the woods. So we're going to show that soon, you know, somewhere during the spring season. But to answer your question, there you have it. That's one adventure. That's one spoiler we gave earlier. That's, you know, you'll be seeing that soon. As far as our other adventures, we probably aren't going to speak too much about it because we got even more exciting stuff besides a spooky graveyard. We're going to have some more exciting stuff coming your way too when it comes to that series playlist. Because at times we've been accused of not really getting out in the woods too much. As far as our videos, not going camping, not doing no overnights. Numerous channels have done that. But, you know, we never always said we were a bushcraft channel, a camping channel. So, but we're going to throw some of that out there. We will at least do an overnight sometime before 2023 is over. And that'll be broadcasted somehow. You know, if it's an edited video, it's probably going to get to be called fake or something like that. And we always know that anytime you go in the woods, it's not going to be a survival situation. Let's catch up with the chat here. Look up a couple comments, Heath. Scout had yeah, I got that question. Did I miss another one? Oh. Well, Scout's thinking we're all nice. That's great. I appreciate that. If I missed another question, Scout, throw it back down there. I'll catch up with it. Thanks for the spoilers, backcountry. Well, you know, that's just how it is. Okay. Well, guys, I tell you what, you know, we're going to go about an hour. We're going to end this here in probably the next 4 or 5 minutes or so. But we wanted to come your way tonight. Like I said, you know, we've been under the weather. We've been throwing content other directions, you know, trying to get other platforms all on the same level, so to speak. We're back in the game now. We're going to go full speed ahead on all platforms, and then work 5.5 days a week at the day job. So there you have it. We do appreciate each and every one of you. Like I said, it's been a great live stream. It's been a great show. We'll be back next week more than likely. You know, we're not going to promise anything, but we will promise content of some sort coming your way right here on the channel. So if you're a new subscriber here tonight, keep on keeping on. You know, continue to watch. Let me know who you are so I can, you know, join your community or whatever it might be. We appreciate you. Just watch out for more great content coming your way right here from the Frontier Survival brand. You all have a good night. And remember, you got to have drive to survive. Thank you, Dutch Blackheart. He said, great stream, man. Y'all have a good night.